Very, very cool tank. I wasn't going to get this thing. Now I want it. Yeah, look at this. So here we go, guys. This is the EFV, the new event tank coming for the US. So let's take a look onto it. What is one of the weirdest tanks ever, because it looks like a box, basically, right? But it's still a very interesting tank, and you will see why. 9.3 BR, so very high BR, but you will understand why this thing has such a high BR. So yeah, let's take a look on the armor. So composite screens, apparently, nothing too crazy, but it's nothing like, it's not bad, but it's nothing too crazy. I would imagine that this thing can take like, I don't know, let me grab something that has a like a 12 millimeter AP. So yeah, for example, see, it has like 126 millimeters of penetration for this specific type of armament, right? So it is pretty good. Almost can take, if you will. Let me go to, I don't remember what is the rank of that. Hold up, guys. This 57. Of course, it can penetrate, but let's see, like 1,000 meters. No, it still can penetrate equivalent. That is weird. So it depends on the type of round, okay? So it can take some stuff. Let's see the KPVT. So yeah, most machine guns it will be able to take. Let's take a look on the 23 millimeter. That is cool, guys. So 23 millimeters. Let's take a look on a 30 millimeter. Like, for example, from a BMP2, maybe. Maybe the BMP2 can take this. This is a higher BR, of course. Where is the BMP2? Okay. So the normal, yeah, it can penetrate it. So, like up to like a 20-something millimeter of protection, depending on the round. Side, on the side, so it is pretty good. Here on the front, it has, let me see if I can show to you guys, it's kind of hard, but it basically has aluminum. So not a lot of armor, but it's not bad, you know. We will take some automatic cannon kind of fire and be able to protect itself. 50 cals and stuff, 20 millimeters, so it is not that bad, okay? Because of that. On the turret over here, of course, composite screens and stuff, so it can take some rounds, but nothing too crazy. Okay, this is the armor of it. It looks very odd, this thing, right? On the X-ray, as you see, only true crew, which is interesting. I mean, it's a transport vehicle, but of course, normally transport vehicles are like that anyway, right? A lot of ammo around the turret. You have the Bushmaster over here. So, yeah, very normal low layout, right? And here we have some very interesting things. The first one is that the normal round is already an APDS, so pretty good actually. 87 millimeters. It is pretty amazing for 30 millimeter. Then you can get an HE, right? Of course, and then an APFSDS with 114 millimeters. So it is pretty good. It really is pretty good. It has a laser rangefinder. It has thermals, you know, for the gunner and commander, and it has smoke grenades and stuff. So it is a pretty decent, in theory, tank. The problem with it is obviously that it is pretty huge and it doesn't have any armor, right? So let's take a look on a test drive over here. It looks very weird, doesn't it? And look at this. So a very good gun. I mean, you can use this. Let's see if I can. I don't have the ability to lock, but you can use this as a anti-air gun, you know. And of course, you do have your thermals, which are very modern as well, as you see. So that you can, you know, do some stuff like fighting targets and stuff, right? You do have a normal machine gun. And of course, from the front, the APDS will not do much. Let's see the APFSDS. Of course, I mean, this is expected. This is a 9.3 vehicle, okay? So these tanks are the ones that you're gonna face. Stuff like this, right? T-55s, T-62s. Yeah, no penetration. But that was expected, okay? But look at this. If you really aim correctly, you can get some kills over here. There you go. There you go. So, it's not like you cannot penetrate it. It's just that it is pretty hard. And with the laser rangefinder, you can be really precise with it, right? See? It's not as precise as a normal gun, but you get the point, right? The mobility is pretty interesting. You do have the smokes, as you see. The mobility is pretty good. You know, I was expecting something that it's worse than this. So, yeah, okay. And of course, from the... I mean, the problem is that it's so huge, but... and it doesn't... I mean, it's gonna be hard sometimes when the targets are too close. But of course, from the sides, from the front, from the back, it will be a pretty amazing gun. Of course, I would use only the APF SDS. But yeah, that's it, guys. It is a pretty interesting tank. See, you can penetrate some stuff, right? Maybe it's the bug. I don't know. There's a bug going around that you can penetrate in some weird circumstances with autocannons like this. But I don't think that's it, right? So most tanks, you're gonna have to always rely on weak spots. For example, here we have the T10 with the driver's hatch. It's a classic weak spot of Russian tanks. Yeah, you can do some stuff, right? So interesting, right? Pretty interesting. It's not like impossible to penetrate, but it's not easy as well. So you will have to think about that. Of course, from the sides, it is pretty easy. It is pretty mobile. Not as easy as I thought, actually. It's not penetrating very much. Let's see the side of the turret. It's not doing much. So yeah, be careful, guys. And of course, the APDS is going to be even harder. Look at the... Yeah. One thing that I have to say, guys, look at this. When it's like on the back there, there's these little things there that make you not be able to have a lot of depression, right? But if it's from the front, then it's kind of okay. As you see, the APDS is much worse. And yeah, just an interesting tank. Of course, you have a drone as well. And that's overall it. You don't have a commander sight. The last thing that I wanted to show to you guys. See, the APDS can kill stuff. It's just that, yeah, not gonna be the easiest thing ever. You're gonna get... The problem with this is that you're gonna need to go from the sides most of the time, right? But this thing is not an easy tank to hide, right? So it might be problematic to do that. But it is a pretty good gun. I'm pretty sure this gun is already in the game, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. And the last thing that I wanted to test with you guys is the ability to swim of this thing, because it's kind of different. So, not different, but yeah, see? Look at the size of that ramp that it has there. And it is the fastest vehicle on the water. Oh my god, look at that. That is fast, man. Holy Jesus, that is fast. This is like a... Jesus. I'm gonna even grab a screenshot for the thumb. Look. Oh my god, this is insane. Look at the speed of this thing, man. Holy mother of god, this is the fastest thing ever. This is fun, man. Oh my god, it's like a... Literally like a racing boat, it feels like. I never drove something this fast in the game on the water. I mean, besides ships and boats, right? I mean, about tanks. This is insane. And of course, it's stabilized, so you can shoot while you are just going with your day here, right? So if you see an enemy, stabilize it, right? Very, very cool tank. I wasn't going to get this thing. Now I want it. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is like a proper boat. It takes its time accelerating, as you see, but it gets there. Very, very cool, man. I mean, let's see if I can... Woo! The ability to turn of this thing is pretty good. And of course, we can just get out of the water, and that thing will do that again. On the back, there is something as well. Let's see. Come on. Oh, it didn't do now. Yeah, there you go. See? Goes under it. to kind of be like a hydrofoil or something. That's why this thing is so fast, probably. I don't know. Have no idea, but yeah. Pretty cool, guys. So this is the EFV. One of the most interesting tanks that we have as an event vehicle. I gotta be honest, this is very interesting. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you're gonna get it. The event starts this week, so bear that in mind. And I see you guys on the next one. So bye, guys. See ya.